The benefit of this is you don't necessarily need any startup money. I'm going to teach you how to automate it, and you can basically start listing stuff without any inventory. So it's a form of dropship arbitrage. We're going to be using Amazon and Poshmark. Now, you can use any e-commerce website for this. You have to be careful with it on eBay. So if you are on eBay, you got to be a little bit careful with it. If you're on Amazon, you got to be a little bit careful with it. I would steer you away from doing that. You can still do it on Poshmark. I recommend Poshmark, and I'm going to show you the Poshmark side of it today because you can automate the entire thing with a Chrome extension that's $9.99, and you can also get a free 7-day trial for it. And if you don't want to keep paying the $9.99 a month, you can literally keep cycling through the free trial with new emails, and it's very, very easy to do. So what's the form of it? First, put simply, you want to drop ship stuff or list drop shipped items from Amazon. So what you're basically going to do is you're going to use Amazon Prime for the people that have Amazon Prime, and you're going to drop ship things off Amazon. Now, there's a number of ways to do this, but I'm just going to give you one example of this. So I want to look for products that I basically know are going to sell well on the Poshmark marketplace. So there's a number of ways I can go about doing that, but I'm going to go for trending items. So what I'm going to go for is, it's obviously summer where I'm at, right? It's probably somewhere where the majority of you guys are at. So what's in right now are like clutches, because people don't want to carry big bags around. I also like sunglasses and bathing suits. So let's look for bathing suits, right? We'll go like women's bathing suits. Women's bathing suit. And I can't type, but we'll just hope that it knows what I mean. Women's bathing suit. And let's see what pops up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to list one of these and drop ship it on Poshmark. And then when I get an order, I'm simply going to order it on Amazon, wait for it to come to my house, package it up, ship it out to the customer within 3 days on Poshmark, right? So the reason that that's beneficial is I don't have to actually purchase any of these products ahead of time. I can mark them up, list them on Poshmark, sell them first, make the profit, and then order the product and then ship it out to the customer, right? So there's literally no risk involved at all. Now you might be saying, okay, well, Poshmark isn't that big of a marketplace necessarily. How are you going to buy traffic, and how are you going to get traffic to your listings so that you can sell a majority of these? Well, the great thing is you don't have to pay any money to list anything on Poshmark, so you can list a number of items. We're talking like hundreds, maybe even thousands if you want to scale it up that high. And you can automate with a Google Chrome app, and I'm going to show you how to get traffic to your closet and to your listings here in a second. All right, so I just went through, and I didn't want to waste your time, so I went through and I found 2 examples of good bathing suits that we could list on Poshmark to dropship, right? Now, obviously, there's a couple of things you need to keep in mind when you're actually doing this, and you need to make sure that it's got good pictures so that you can fill it out with good pictures in your Poshmark listing, right? You need to make sure that it's Amazon Prime so you can obviously get it to your house quickly so you can repackage it up and ship it out. And then you also need to make sure that the margin is there because you're going to get fees on Poshmark, so you need to be able to mark it up to a certain price that's still reasonable so you can profit from it. So we found this one right here, this bathing suit right here, and this bathing suit right here. So what I would do is I'd literally copy all of these pictures, this entire listing practically, and I'd put this into Poshmark, and as well as this one, right? And then I would mark them up. So let's just give you an example. Let's say we put all the listing of this bathing suit into Poshmark, right? So what does it retail for on Amazon, right? And Amazon Prime, $15.99 to my door, right? So then I'd have to mark this up to maybe like 23 bucks and see what I'd make and see what the earnings are, right? So I'd make $18.40 if I listed it at $23, which means that I'd only really be making like $2.40 or $2.41. So we need to mark it up a little bit more because I don't think that that's necessarily worth it. So maybe I'd go like 27 and 27. Then I'm making $21.60 if I sell this at 27, and obviously that's like a profit margin of what, like $6.60 or whatever it is. Same thing with this one. Let's say we took this one right here. It retails on Amazon at $18.99. So let's see if we listed at like $29.99 on Poshmark, what would we make? Or $29. So we'd make $23.20 if we did that. And obviously it sells for 19 bucks, which means that we'd make a profit margin of roughly $4 every single time that somebody bought this. So that's not a great profit margin, but remember, you're not taking any risk. So if somebody even buys like 10 of these a month, right, which is like 1 every 3 days on Poshmark, then you're getting 4 times 10, that's 40 bucks a month from one listing, right? But you can have multiple listings because it doesn't cost you anything to list on Poshmark. You're making the money ahead of time. So let's say if you did that, I don't know, 10 times even, that's 400 bucks. You do that 100 times, that's $4,000 a month. Now, obviously you're gonna have to manage a bunch of listings, so it is hard to kind of scale up to that number necessarily. But that said, it is possible and you can do it. There's no reason you can't make an extra $1,000 easily drop shipping items like this on Poshmark. So that's the overall business model of how you drop ship and list stuff from Amazon onto Poshmark. Now, how do you get traffic here, right? So what I use is Simple Posture. It's a Google Chrome app that you can buy for $9.99 a month straight from the Google Chrome store. But it comes with a free 7-day trial, and if you don't want to actually purchase it, then you can keep cycling through the 7-day trial and just keep getting free trials, right? So that said, all you need is a different Google account. So you can just keep making Google accounts. It's super easy to do. And then what you do is you're going to come to parties because that's the best way to get traffic to your listing. So if I were listing a bunch of bathing suits, and let's pretend that everything on my Poshmark closet was bathing suits, what would I do? Well, I would come to a Poshmark party and I'd find like a bathing suit party or something relevant to that. Maybe like outdoor adventure party, or there's probably a bathing suit party right here. Best in swim party. Now, clearly everybody listing here in the Best in Swim party, or everybody that's been to the Best in Swim party, you're going to check it out, are people that are more inclined to want to buy swimwear or interested in swimwear. Or if they have bathing suits, then obviously they're more inclined to purchase a type of bathing suit in the future, right? So what we're going to do then is we're going to literally just have the Simple Posture app go. Ever since I've been starting to use this, I've been seeing probably 1 or 2 more sales on average than just doing it manually, which if you extrapolate that over a month, if you extrapolate that over a year, is a lot more. And I don't do anything literally than start this up. So this is literally what I do, right? I put it on share indefinitely, and I hit share to party, so the item share. And I'll show you how I do it. So what I'll do is I'll scroll down so that there's a bunch of items on the page. And I'll just do this for like 30 seconds so that all of these items are on the page. Because it's going to share indefinitely all the items that are listed on the Poshmark page in random order when you set it up that way. And we'll just end it there because I don't want to waste your time. But then all I do is I literally pop the app up, I'll hit start, wait for the item share to load and start sharing. It's going to share every 5 to 21 seconds roughly, random order, indefinitely, and then I'll just go on about my life, right? And I'll come back an hour or 2 later, and it shared like 600 items, and obviously that's 600 potential people that are getting a red notification up in the right-hand corner right here, and that says so-and-so shared your listing. And what they're going to do, because it's kind of like on Poshmark, it's kind of like share for share, kind of like it's like for like on Instagram a little bit. And so what that's going to do is it's going to bring more people to your closet who are then going to share your items with their followers, giving you more visibility on the platform. It's also going to bring more people to your closet to potentially like an item if they realize it. And ultimately, it's just going to put more eyes on your listings to potentially sell them. So the great part about this is you're getting more traffic to your closet. You don't need to spend any initial money to start. You can literally just list items, download the Simple Posture, and start bringing traffic to your Poshmark closet and making money.